He's been working on it for a minute. They both work on it. There's other ones that are gone. But they go through shit, like they tear toys apart like they're nothing.
Yeah.
Boy, dystopian. And all you see is empty fucking shells of old toys.
Old toy, yeah. This girl was telling me about, I wrote it down at home, some dog toy company that makes toys that are indestructible.
Yeah, they say. They say, I got one right, there's a couple in here that are supposed to be like that. They're supposed to be, you know.
Yeah.
They break them, call us, we'll give you new ones. But I should have got the bigger one. But even then, he's still gonna fucking put something in it. He's a freak, man. He destroys shit like it's nothing. There's a buffalo antler.
Yeah.
He's been chewing on that for a minute, but he put some work into it. At some point, it'll be a half an antler just sitting there.
Yep, you hear a crackle. Every now and then you hear a crackle.
Yep.
And he breaks through.
They love that shit.
I wonder if there's marrow in the antler like it is in bones. I wonder.
Huh? Yes, that's the marrow they're eating, yeah.
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 Dogs are fascinating. All animals are fascinating for that matter. I wish I'd know what I know about birds and that. When I was younger, I would have gotten, like a cockatoo or something like that.
If I had the money, I would have done it.
Yeah, me too.
I just didn't have any. Those things are expensive.
There used to be this place called Bawana Don's. Did you remember that when you were a kid?
What?
Bawana Don.
No.
He was right here off of Woodward 9 Mile.
Yeah, no.
It was like
never came downtown.
Okay, so it was like he had snakes and fish and all kinds of animals. He used to sponsor a couple of kid shows on TV. But we used to go over there all the time and look at the reptiles. And a friend of mine, he bought a couple of lizards. His mother let him buy lizards. My parents would never let me buy a damn lizard.
Hell no. Lizard. Get the fuck out of here.
He had a lizard. I think he also had ferrets too. And that's a crazy little animal, ferret.
Yeah, I know. Stinky. You have to be really good at making sure that they don't fucking, because they will stink up everything.
Really?
Yeah, they're fucking burrowing animals. So whatever they're living in is going to be a burrow.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And it smells like them.
Yeah. Although I don't know what they smell like. I've never smelled one before. Ferret.
Hey, Uncle Dean. I don't know. They smell like animals, man.
Is there anything such as a good-smelling animal?
I mean,
probably only after they've been groomed and stuff.
Like, I don't smell my dogs.
Yeah, because they don't live outdoors all the time.
Yeah, it don't matter, though. Chelsea says...
And they get baths every now and then, right?
Yeah, but Chelsea says they stink. Like, I didn't smell MJ. But supposedly she smelled like dog.
Well, women...
Dog don't smell...
Women smell odors way quicker than we do. This tastes good. Oh, yeah. That last stuff we smoked?
Huh.
You definitely got to enter that into the cup.
It is.
It's a winner. Let me tell you, I was so high, and I stayed like that for hours. Really. On my ride home, I was like...
Yeah.
It's got a real good buzz.
That's what those 60 containers were.
It's got a really good buzz.
I'm waiting to hear when to turn it in. I'm supposed to turn it in Friday or something.
Those black containers in there?
Yep, open up one more time. Close them before Michael shows up tomorrow. And then put them in a bag, and that's it. Ready to go.
And they're off to the wizard.
Mm-hmm. I gotta find a bag to write on. So, yeah, it'll be... We'll see. Oh... I can't... It's different this year. They're actually... they took application, or they took people you could sign up to be a judge.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have that last year.
Oh, they didn't?
Or the year before.
But you have to pay to be a judge, don't you?
I don't think so.
Oh, no? So how did they pick 700 people want to be judges?
They look at your Instagram.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, that's probably how they pick them.
Yeah.
They look at your Instagram and see if you actually have any kind of...
Anything going on?
Yeah, if you're actually a weed smoker or not.
Right.
But it's still, it's like people's thing. It'll be more random than his group of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know who did it last time, but we'll see. It should have.
I wonder how many entries they get.
I do too. Well, hopefully I get to be a judge and I see we can do them all on here.
Yeah, like we did before.
Yeah. Because it's like they're old school, and the thing it says we do it by, this is the best shit I smoked out of all of it. Period. You know, like, yeah, you can write down numbers and all that stuff.
All that shit,
you know,
right.
Numbers and stuff, but at the same time, we're old school. We picked the shit that we liked. So, I think it has a good enough potency and whatever, fuck. One of my clients is a dog trainer.
Oh, okay.
So I might actually borrow her or pay her to actually help me train these guys. If I spring I can't get a little more headway.
What are you trying to train them to do?
Just be a little less
Obedient? More obedient?
a little more obedient.
Yeah.
I mean they're fine. Puppies. And I think as they age they would get better, but I want them I want to be able to walk them places and not have to worry about them choking themselves out.
Got you.
Because he's a big boy. I want him to
Yeah, he is a big boy.
He's a nice boy, and I want him to be able to enjoy people
Right.
and things without going nuts every time he fucking comes around this shit. Where you want to go outside? Here. I'm gonna get you. See? There you go. The fact that he's got white blue eyes too is
I know.
mind-boggling.
He's a very interesting looking dog.
Yeah. Especially with his front paws. The way they kind of
Mm-hmm.
go like this, they kind of do all the different motions.
Yeah.
It's kind of insane. Okay. Good job, Mr.
There you go, hang with the fellas. He hanging. With the fellas. With the fellas.
You think Putin's dying? He looks like shit.
There's something wrong with him.
Yeah, he looks like shit. I think he's dying. He's old.
There's something wrong with him. Yeah, he's got to be, what is he, 80 something?
Yeah, he's got to be up there.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker was KGB.
Look like he's kind of swole up in the...
Yeah, and you see how people react to him over there? They're all he's at a conference table.
He's sitting here and there like a mile away.
Yeah, that's a king paranoid. His time's up.
Yeah, I don't know.
He needs to die in his sleep soon.
He, he's from the old school. Back when the KGB and, it was the Soviet Union.
Mm-hmm.
And things.
I know.
And he wants to go back to that. And Russia, I didn't realize this. I did some research about it. Went to different things online and found out the resources of Russia. You know, Russia's economy is on the level of Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only have gas and grain.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of grain and gas.
They got
oil.
minerals. There's minerals.
They got oil.
There's minerals, but not enough to.
And a lot of it they can't get to.
Yeah, because of
It's a
permafrost.
Yeah, it's a lot of it, but they can't get to some of it. But yeah, they got a lot going on, but they don't have any. They really don't have any resources after that. They're pretty much done.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, they said this morning that the ruble
Yeah.
was on par with the penny against the dollar. That means they're paying unbelievable money for shit. Groceries. I mean, we're talking like really fucked up.
I mean, it's all made up.
I don't know. Like I said again, it's a simulation, man. Every time you try to relax, something else pops up. It's just crazy the way shit is.
Yeah.
It's all a simulation. Something to keep us. You know, maybe this is a prison planet, and we're prisoners that don't know we're prisoners.
That's a cruelty.
But I mean, what's going on here?
How do you fix yourself if you don't know that there was a problem?
Maybe they don't want you to fix yourself.
Or maybe that's what the Buddhist shit is.
Maybe it's an entertainment level, something entertainment happening here too. You know, it's like us looking at Netflix and Hulu and, you know,
Yeah, I get you.
streaming Paramount and all that. That's a whole other world right there. And we might be the same thing. We might just be a show for somebody. Or they got plans for us and we're not developed enough yet. They got to wait till we develop a little bit more. Because to me, I don't believe advanced civilizations are, the odds of them being violent are slim. The odds of them having wars are slim. If they're like 1 million years in advance of us or 10,000 years, they figured all that shit out.
Well, it's just getting people to understand that resources, if you do it properly, resources aren't scarce. It's a matter of understanding.
And you're absolutely right. If you drive across the United States, there's plenty of land, tons of untouched fauna. I mean, tons of it. Everybody just runs to cities, but there's plenty of room for a lot more people.
Yeah, I know, but it's more about they've developed a society that pushes you to take everything.
Yeah, good.
More and more and more instead of just getting to a point where you're content.
Well, when the people left farms and moved to the cities, it's been going down ever since. No, you know, hardly anybody farms anymore. And this is almost, they're really running out of black farmers. They said black farmers are having the hardest time of all of them.
Well, because getting loans is hard for black people.
Mm-hmm.
Getting loans for farmers is hard as it is, let alone.
Yeah. They've been left out of a lot of shit. But you know, hey, that's America. That's what I say now.
I know.
That's America, man. That's why I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And you know, you can do a podcast show from anywhere in the world.
Yeah, that's true. As long as they have internet.
Yeah, they got internet. They got it in the Philippines. They have internet, and in Cambodia they got internet.
How many years before the whole planet's got a Wi-Fi system?
Not long.
To where it's just there's so much that the whole planet is basically covered.
Elon's doing it right now. He's setting it all up. I say within 5 years, everybody's going to be covered. for free. For free. They're not going to pay anything for it.
But how's it going to get maintained?
What do you mean how's it going to get maintained? It's going to be maintained by Elon Musk who put that up there. He's going to maintain it.
Yeah, but you got to make money in order to maintain it. He can't just do it
He's
for free.
making plenty of money.
Well, no shit.
He's making plenty of money. He's not putting all them satellites up there for nothing. He says he's going to cover the whole globe and it's going to be for free. That's what he said. It's going to be for free. Because there's so many places where people can't afford it.
Well, yeah. I get that.
And these Asian countries do more of that internet stuff than anybody.
Yeah, they're way more like they actually
They're
invest in
really into it.
teaching their people how to use it.
They say the Philippines do more texting than anybody else.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. And it's only, what, 110 million to them?
There's so many people on the other side of the planet.
It is. Now, some of those cities, 20 million in a city.
Can you imagine?
It's like, I looked at a vlog about a couple of months ago about Nigeria. Lagos, Nigeria.
It's got 20 million?
20 million people.
I did not realize it.
And it is like wall to wall people 24 hours a day.
I'm thinking fucking China countries or India. Like India, you know Mexico City's got 25 million people?
Yep. It's one of the biggest cities in the world.
It's insane.
It's insane. And you know what? Out of that 20 million, probably 8 to 11 million of them are in poverty. I mean, abject poverty. Bad poverty.
You think?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What do they call them there? They call them barrels, right?
That's almost that's over half.
Yes, what do they call them? Boroughs?
Boroughs?
Yeah. Yeah, and it'd be like, 500,000 in this one, 500,000 in this one. And they just stacked on top. Just a bunch of squares, all stacked up on top. When I saw it, it blew my mind, man. I was like, look at what? I couldn't believe people were living like that, man. And then another thing, too, in almost all these countries, most of them don't have toilet paper.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to do it. This is your toilet hand.
I know.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
Well, I mean...
It's weird, though, because we don't live like that.
Well, because our way of living isn't sustainable on the planet. That's why our cities only get to about 10, 11 million, because the way we live is unsustainable at that level. You couldn't have a city like that.
We're wasteful. We're so wasteful.
Well, it's just waste in general. Think about that.
Yeah, we're very wasteful, man. And we gotta have everything has to be packaged in a certain way, and the way they waste paper. So I had to go do some trimming for a couple of my friends I've been knowing for a long time, and they just started growing, so they only got 2 or 3 plants. So I had to go early in the morning. That number doesn't look familiar to me. So I had to go early in the morning, so I said, I'll go to McDonald's and grab me something really quick at McDonald's, right?
You can speak up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. so I decided, I'm going to run to McDonald's real quick and pick up something really fast and get out of there. Wait in line forever. Mm-hmm. Forever. It's no such thing as fast food anymore.
Well, McDonald's especially, they haven't opened. I don't think they've opened their interior yet.
I don't know. Maybe not. But
I think they realize they make more money with being just a drive-through than they do as fucking...
Yeah, because they don't have to pay as many employees.
Yeah.
2 or 3 people could run the whole show.
Yeah.
Wow. So we're a third world country now. And what I mean by that is, look, there's no such thing as fast food anymore. You're going to be in there 20 minutes to a half an hour, and you might get a cold burger, and you might get some fries that are really hot. And then you want to wait again for them to recook some stuff. But you're not. You're just going about your business. And so, my Cadillac, the control arm broke on it.
Oh.
Okay? And so I take it to the shop. I took it there 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
The parts are in customs in Mexico. And no dealer, nobody, even the Cadillac dealer can't get the parts. They gotta, for some reason, they're in customs in Mexico. And I've been waiting 3 weeks for a part. My friend told me he stole his catalytic converter off his car. He's been waiting since December for a catalytic converter. We're a third world country. They accomplished what they want to accomplish.
Who did?
Whoever running the show.
Oh, why? Do you think they make more off it if it's... I mean, obviously they do, because they can...
Well, I think they try to condition us. It's a conditioning thing.
Because they want to bring the jobs back from China, but they don't want to take a loss.
And it's other things, too, they want to do. Yeah, that's part of it as well. But, yeah, it's a conditioning thing. That's what I think. Because of the way things are falling in place. Now all of a sudden we're in this inflationary thing. And, and all the war would do is make it even worse. Now there's a war breaking out. And everybody's nervous. He's got his nuclear things on, his nuclear forces on alert. It's a simulation, man.
I mean...
It's to keep us off balance at all times.
There ain't shit you can do about it.
Ain't shit you can do about it. So just live your life, enjoy your life, and keep on stepping.
Yeah, because... I mean...
If you're worried about...
Luckily, Detroit got decimated, so it's not really a hot spot to hit. Like, there's no point in hitting it anymore.
Oh, no.
You would hit... they'd hit fucking the West Coast.
Let me tell you, they're hitting everywhere. They're not just hit the West Coast. Detroit's probably 4th or 5th on the list, I'm sure. It's not far down the list, believe me. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, even this whole nuclear weapons thing is crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, man. They've got 3,221 warheads. We got 5,544 warheads. What do you need all them for?
Yeah.
10 of them will destroy the world.
I know.
What the hell is going on here?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
But it makes dollars. Doesn't make any sense, but it makes dollars. And that's that military industrial thing, man.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I don't. It just feels like there's no, because if they end the world, then they make no money.
Yeah, nobody makes nothing.
Yeah, so it's like.
But you always had that madman, what I call the madman theory. You get that guy.
Could be Putin right now. Maybe he's dying. And,
who knows? Or he could just be nutty.
Well, I mean,
he could just be a nutty buddy. When you get in your 80s and stuff like that, senility can set in, dementia can set in. You can be paranoid, seeing things that aren't there. All kind of shit can happen.
Yeah, I know.
So who knows what? But it's time. At one time, I think being an older person was wise, and so people relied on the elders. But I don't know. You can be so old that elder can turn into dementia.
Well, I mean, you ask for advice, you don't. But at the same time, the elder understands that they're not going to be here in 30 years, so they shouldn't be making choices for people.
But they should be making the path.
Well, they should be giving advice.
A better path, yeah. They should be making a better path,
Yeah, you would think we would.
That's all you need to do, being an elder, because you're supposed to get the proper respect anyway. Like Native Americans, They respect their elders. Some of the Asians, they have high, like the Japanese. I think it's the Japanese. They have a lot of respect for the elderly. But Russia ain't one, that's for damn sure.
No.
Before all this stuff jumped off, I was following this one vlogger. He's an English dude.
English?
He's an English dude, but he knows how to speak Russian. He knows how to speak some Hindu languages. So he goes all over Russia. Just before the war broke out and all that, He'd go all over and show you all the little towns and the big cities. And there wasn't much happening in Russia. And he admitted it too. It's just not a lot happening.
It's cold most of the time, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but they have, a warm season too. Yeah, it is, and it's just not much happening. They're not like us in that. We have all kinds of things to do. We can go bowling, go play golf, we can go do this, that, go to Frisbee, whatever, there's tons of stuff for us to do. And places to do it in. I don't think it's like that over there anymore,
Like they didn't build recreation in with it when they built everything.
Well, they did, but all that stuff went for shit. They didn't maintain
No
it.
funding.
Yeah, exactly.
Because all the money went to the
They didn't maintain it, so it, run down and.
Like basically most our neighborhoods.
Yep, but people still remained in them, though, even if they were run down. There, I think when it gets run down, people just desert it, and you'll have
Head in the turkey.
you'll have a little village with 8 or 9 people in it.
8 or 9 people.
Yeah, especially the ones near Chernobyl. I saw a documentary about that too. Some people never left. This guy was in it. Yeah, they're older people, And they never left, man. They stayed through the whole thing.
They say that land, thousands, like 20,000 years.
Thousands of years.
Yeah.
Radiation hangs around. That's what they call it.
Decay factor or decay.
Yeah.
Decays very slowly.
Very slowly.
Yeah.
Because of the type of reactor it was.
We were so close to losing because that's an actual storyline that might be a good book.
What's that? Nuclear.
Well, no, because the Chernobyl story it blew up because basically they went with the cheaper version of whatever, and with a little bit of faulty air, it became a bomb.
And with a little bit of incompetence.
Yes, it blew the fuck up.
It blew the fuck up,
But there was a point where the rods were like lava, and they were on their way down to a giant pool.
Meltdown.
No, a giant pool of fucking water.
Yeah.
Underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
And if it had
That's the heavy water.
Yeah, and if it had hit it, it had caused chain reaction and blew all 4 facilities, because there was 3 other ones that didn't blow. And if
reactors.
All and blew them to the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And they say like Europe would have been inhabitable.
It's just that Fukushima was almost the same thing.
Almost, yeah. Could you imagine?
I think it was 3 reactors blew up there.
Yeah, because they got hit by a fucking
Tsunami.
Tsunami, yeah.
It's crazy, man. So the one in Russia, Chernobyl, it's melting down.
It's in Ukraine now.
It's melting in Ukraine, right? It's melting down.
Still, yeah.
Yeah.
They can't stop it.
No.
It's just melting to the core of the earth.
And they just pile up a whole bunch of concrete over it.
Yeah. They're building a giant dome over it.
They call it a sarcophagus.
Yeah. It's
crazy.
Yeah, but that's my point. There's a book in there of a world where that actually does. The guys don't get the water out in time,
Mm-hmm.
and it blows. You could do it from because if you're like, put the guy in Texas or put him in fucking Oklahoma, the exact opposite side of the planet. That way, there's no chance he dies, and he grows up in a world without Russia, without any of Europe.
Yeah, well, without
And
a lot of
The
shit.
Middle East is gone.
Without a lot of shit.
China's gone.
Food is scarce.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that whole area is gone to the human use.
Yeah.
Or is it? Because then you could add in, you could get real fucking wacky and add in zombies and
Oh no.
not zombies, but you know what I mean, like mutated people who like
No,
those people.
it can be mutations.
The people who didn't leave.
It could be mutations.
People who survived but didn't leave and became a different breed of human in so many
It
years.
changed their metabolism and
Yeah,
shit.
the DNA and
The
stuff.
DNA, right.
Yeah, that's a thought.
The THC.
But did you know that Bill Gates is trying to fund? I mean, he couldn't.
Trying to find what?
This kid has basically. I think he's made it. I don't know if it's actually been made or not, but it's a reactor that uses used up uranium, and it makes it into basically nothing.
Oh, so it's no waste.
No waste.
Ooh.
It takes the waste we already have and turns it into energy, and there's no fallout
Wow.
chance.
That's ingenious.
Yeah, but it needs. I think they need to make more, or a bigger one that actually does scale. Because I think he's made a small one,
I see what you're saying, like a miniature one.
a room-sized one, but he needs to make one that actually is the scale.
It's huge, yeah.
Well, actually, I think it's supposed to be small. Now that I think about it, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but it was at the beginning of when the sanctions in China happened, because that's why he stopped working on it. He's like, we just couldn't afford to fund it
Yeah.
because the cost coming out of China was just too much.
Wow. That's
So,
deep.
or China didn't want, like, something happened because it just basically we went into a trade war with them.
Yeah. It's always some bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
Always some red tape. Something to get in the way of progress. Especially if it means something that's going to benefit everybody. For some reason, they don't want it to benefit everybody. They just want it to benefit certain people. We live in a crazy
that's
world.
That's greed, and
We live in a crazy world, man.
Yeah, no, you said that. We
It
live in a
is.
simulation. It feels like feels like I was in that car accident. I almost wasn't in, and I'm in a coma.
Check it out.
And it's still, because I was 19, so Bush wasn't was Bush elected already? No, because I could vote for Bush.
You're old enough to vote.
Because Clinton was 96, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, no, I was 18, 19. I was 19, so yeah, I was. It was 2000. No, it was before 2000. So I turned 21 in year 2000. We're coming back from Canada. Snowy roads. Driving my friends. Got this dumbass, like little, remember little GMCs, trucks.
Yeah, yeah, little ones, yeah.
Sonomas or whatever.
Right.
We had that, but it was like an extended cab, lowered to the ground, with fancy wheels and
tricked out.
Yeah, tricked the fuck out. It looked dumb. Well, I mean, in retrospect, it's just like, why?
Yeah.
Now, back then,
We used to call it crazy cool.
yeah. Anyways, we're driving back from Canada, and we're coming up 75, and we're right around 14, I think it is. And we slid, ass end just kicked because it was snowing. Ass end, we're 35 miles an hour, ass end just kicks out, and we're like swimming around.
Yeah, spinning.
And like we came, I think the ass end came inches from hitting the fucking guardrail, and then right out in the middle of the road facing traffic.
Damn.
But everyone had already slowed down.
Yeah, they saw you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they saw you were in trouble.
Yeah, so they all slowed down. Like, that to me, for some reason, that always sticks off at a point that there's a reality where
It worked.
it didn't work out.
Right. It went wrong.
Wrong, one way or
It
another.
went wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, different realities.
Yeah.
Different realities.
I think that's more likely the situation is that it's just infinite. Every time, just infinite. It just constantly repeats itself, and every time it does, it varies. And it creates new ones that constantly repeat themselves and vary.
And that's just infinite.
Yeah, it just keeps happening over and over and over and over again.
That's interesting. It's very interesting. You know, when you think about death, and do you go anywhere, or are you just taking a forever dirt nap? Or are you going somewhere? You know what I mean? Because you might just be taking a forever dirt nap.
I was just listening to a story. I just listened to a story by Stephen King the other day about that. Guy dies, like, he's like colon cancer, so he's like, knows he's dying.
Yeah.
Like goes away, and he's in a fucking, like, at some place where there's a grill out happening. Ronald Reagan's grilling on the grill.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He walks down a hallway, and he meets this guy in a room, an office room, and the guy has got to tell him what's going on. Like, and he's seen him 100 times, like 1,000 times. He doesn't really even know how many times he's seen him.
Wow.
You know, having had the same conversation with the guy over
and over again.
Because the guy that's in the room died, or was from 1911 time, and early 1900s. Our main dude's from our time.
Yeah.
So he's from the 1900s, and he was. You remember that story about the where all the ladies died because they were locking them in because the girls were sneaking out smoking.
Yeah, right, yeah.
He's that guy.
Okay.
Killed all the girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He won't do. It's not his fault. So he's stuck there constantly dealing with
over and over again.
Us. He calls them pilgrims, which are us. And we show up, and he says, you can either go that door, and it blips, or you can live your life over again. And you don't know anything. It's not, hey, I get to live it with a little bit of No.
No.
You do exactly the same thing every fucking time. It's either do you want to go do it again, or do you want to go
move on to something else.
Yeah, whatever it may be.
Whatever it may be.
Yeah.
A decision without a lot of information.
Well, you know you're not going to remember. Like, you can't. You don't remember anything. Everything, like, because the guy's trying to think of all the different things he did. Like, he had sex with an unconscious girl at a party, and then watched his friends do the same thing, type shit. He wanted to not do that. He wanted to not break his
certain things,
and it's like, you can't not do it. Those are things that you are going to do.
That's gonna happen.
You're gonna do it. You're not gonna. He's like, you're not gonna go get colon checked.
Even if you know it, yeah.
Doctors told you get your colon checked, and you wouldn't do it because you didn't want something up your butt.
You just didn't want, yeah.
So you died because of colon cancer.
I didn't want nothing up my butt. I didn't want that shit.
No.
But they made me do it.
But he chose to he keeps doing it, like thinking he's gonna remember.
At least this weather is nice today.